Welcome back to the Alfa Las Vegas Open here from the Rio All Suites Hotel and Casino in the heart of the Nevada desert. Stop 3 of 6 on the Predator US Pro Billiard Series Tour. And we're up to 192 players. Well, we started with that yesterday. We've not got that many left now, I don't think, George, or we won't have after tonight.
This round, yeah.
So let's introduce, well, first of all, George Tayashaya. Hi, George.
Hi, guys.
And I'm going to leave you with the lovely task of introducing our next two contestants.
The contestant, the one breaking the balls who just won the lag, is Koping Han, 24-year-old from Chinese Taipei, Taiwan. He is a Taiwan Pro Cup champion of this year. He is sponsored by Zen Cues and Taiwan Typhoon, 759 Fargo. His opponent sitting in the chair with a maroon shirt on is Alex MONTPELLIER. That's one of the player that used to work with us here in the booth. He's from Paris, France. He's sponsored by Predator. He owns a club in Paris. It's called the Billiard Club Parisien. Has 8 Predator tables in there since August of last year. He is also has played on the World Cup of Pools several times. And he's up at the table now.
Well, that's certainly an introduction.
Well, that's what you gave me to do, so I just had to take care of it.
2 races to 4. It's 10 ball, of course. It's call shot. Early 10s do count, but not on the break. We've taken the golden break out just to make it that little bit more
As these tournaments evolve, that's what they do. Is they change some rules here and there to just better it, and
it's evolution, isn't it?
That's evolution. That's why I use the word evolve. We are at the Rio All Suites Hotel and Casino. We are also at the CSI, CueSports International Expo, comprised of the BCA World Championships, the USA National Championships, the Alfa Las Vegas Open with 192 players, as Mark was saying. We will have an Alfa Las Vegas Women's Open tournament. It starts on the 30th, and you were correct. We have fans from all over the country, players from all over the country. We have teams from all over the world, and they get to mix it up with all the pros here. They watch their favorite players, and we get to watch 2 of them right here. The Ko brothers, this is the middle one, I believe. You have Koping Chung and Koping Yi. This is Koping Han.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad you're coping with the names. Oh, he's scratched in the corner. So ball in hand then.
So you're trying to say he didn't cope well?
Maybe he's going to be the next one. So Alex then with a real chance here. Ball in hand on the 3. So cast your professional eye, George, across this 9 by 4.5 table, the Apex Predator table, and tell us what you see. Describe the action.
Well, we see a 3-ball and then I'm surprised you didn't do something with that 4-10.
He's tried
the
to.
The 10 ball is in the jaws there. Well, it's a little bit out, but it sure looks like it would double kiss in. If he ended up with the cue ball up by the 8, just parallel to it, and straight in on that, which he laid pretty nice to do that.
Maybe he'll use the 8 off it. See how it comes.
Yeah. If he comes into the 9, he's going to be perfect.
Once hit it full. Oh, no, he didn't catch it. Right.
Problem with bumping balls. That is the problem right there. If you don't bump them just right, they hurt you.
Yeah, in rotation, you've only got that 1 ball that you're hoping to get on. And if you don't get on it right, you haven't got an alternative. Alex's girlfriend is actually playing.
Yes, she is. She is a player. He told me she's a player.
She's playing right now.
Oh, wow.
Liu. I always, it's so.
Liu, yeah.
Kui Li, something like that. I'm going to have to look it up again.
Yeah. Liu Kui or Kui Lu? Why are you covering? Well, Ko is at the table now. He might just bump into that 8-ball off the 5 and have the. Yeah, I think he's eyeing that 6-10. Maybe not. He wants to see if he has room. He's hard-pressed to be able to hold it for the 6-10, but I'm pretty sure he'll try to get on the 7-10. Oh, this might just... Got perfect for the corner.
We've also got 13 other tables we're using for this tournament. And well, Tony Robles is in action at the moment. We'll keep you up to date with all the scores as they happen around the room. I think he'll be playing the 7-10.
That's a smart observation.
Thank you very much. I only call the shots that I'm guaranteed to be right on. He may be cutting it to the bottom left. You never know. So this then to take the first rack.
This is out a little bit, so he's got to cut it pretty nice. There we go.
Perfect.
Rack number 1 to Koping Han.
What did you do during your time off then, George?
I went and had a sandwich, got some food. Went up to my room and relaxed a little bit.
Donnie Mills has gone 2-1 up in the first set against Jeffrey Jimenez. We've got Brett Huth. He's playing our old friend Rich Moon.
The Rich Moon, well, they're both in Phoenix, and Brett is actually a good friend of mine. Play with him in Phoenix. We've been playing together. We played on a team together in 2007-8, I believe.
Wow. And Gary Lutman is 3-2 ahead against Clay Belvoir. So we'll keep you up to date later on. Let's get back to this match. Koping Han to break, leading 1 rack
Breaking
to 0.
from the center, probably playing the 8-2 to the side pockets. Let's see how they track.
Well,
Was the
high,
6.
one went high, one went low.
No, it was the 2 ball. Okay, so. And he not really an offensive shot on the 1 ball. Let's see what Alex does with this 1 ball. He could cut it right down the rail. It's an awful thin cut and bring the cue ball back and forth. It's hard to get position on the deuce, though, unless he bumps it, which, you know, he's going to be traveling at a high rate of speed if he cuts that ball.
Might even make the 7 at the same time. He's going for this. He's going for it.
Yeah, he's cutting the ball.
Hold on to your hats.
Well,
No, he's not.
plain
He's played
safe.
a nice
Right behind the
safety.
9 ball.
Oh, look at this. This is looking great. Get tight in between.
Nice touch. Now keep in mind, Alex does own a billiard club in Paris called the Parisien. And it has 8 Predator tables that they just received in August of last year. So he's played on this equipment quite a bit. But I believe those were 3-piece slates. These are single slate.
Oh, missed it. Ball in hand.
Now, Mark, would you play this 110 combo?
No, 100% not.
Neither will Alex. I didn't think you would, but I just wanted to see if you would even think about it.
No, I wouldn't even think about it in this situation. I mean, they're laid pretty nicely here, and it's so risky. It's just not worth it.
See, I like following this for the 2 ball in the upper corner, up for the 3, the 9, the 4 in the middle, the 5, of course, and it opens up very, very nice from there.
Oh, it was a
He
little
came out
bit
too
wrong
far.
side of it.
Yeah.
Could bump the 7 if he wants.
He's going to have to do it at a good rate of speed. You wouldn't want to do it soft. Kind of like that.
That's okay. Come back down the centre of the table for the 4 into the same pocket. Just a plain ball shot. Keep it as simple as you can, guys. That's the secret.
Now, see, Mark, you told me he's the Co is the middle of the Co brothers, and the chat's telling me that Co is this Han is the youngest of the brothers.
He's younger than Pigny.
I thought
Oh,
Pigny was
he's-
the youngest, but
We only make mistakes just to make sure the guys aren't falling asleep in the chat.
this is how I test these guys.
This isn't just entertainment, guys. We tell you all the time. This is education as well for us, not you.
Yeah, for those guys in the chat there, you know, Mark gave me some homework to do on American players, and this is how he wants me to test you guys. See what kind of information you come through with.
Yeah, I mean, any little stories or, you know, little anecdotes they've got on these players would be great to hear, or any little anecdotes Paul related. We'd love to hear them. Gives us something to talk about during the break, George.
You know, when I relayed that mac and cheese story yesterday, there's a couple guys. Oh, not the mac and cheese story again.
Yeah, I think we've worn that to death now.
I think we've said it a few times now.
We need to come up with some new recipes, George.
Well, I think I used that one.
We
in
need some new
Wisconsin.
dishes.
There we go. See, Mohammed Alomani says Han is the youngest.
Oh, cue ball.
And one of the luckiest for not scratching in that side pocket.
Wow.
And we thank you guys for your information.
And all the I can't recall any of the Taipei Chinese players playing with carbon fiber. Can you?
I believe Junlang Chang.
Chang is the only one, I think. Yeah.
With the carbon fiber.
That's absolutely perfect. So here we go. 2-0, and we will be going for a break, but we will be back, we promise. Welcome back to the Alfa Las Vegas Open here in the Royal Suites Casino in Las Vegas. Breaking off, leading 2-0. Ping Han Ko against Alex Montpellier. Here we go. Oh, crunching break, George. Look, all the other balls have gone up the other end of the table. Wow, that's a great break.
And straight in on the one.
Look at this, 2-ball waiting, 3 in the side. Wow.
The only problem ball is the 6.
We said it at the same time.
The 6?
Yeah.
There you go.
But I mean, that's quite a straightforward combo on the 9, isn't it? So there's no real problems.
With the exception of the fact that the 6 ball will go towards the middle of the table after it pockets the 9, so his speed's going to have to be very good, or leave himself an angle so that he can go that way to get on the 6 well, to get good on the 6.
few shots away from there yet, but it won't be long before he gets on. Although he has finished a little bit funny on this 2-ball. A little bit lopsided. It's hard to reach here. He's got to be careful. He's okay. Can come to the side of the 9-ball. Referee in charge once again. Michaela up. Oh, he's overdone this one by quite some way. He's overdone that by a long way.
He's got room to maneuver, though. He can always play it to the corner if he chooses, instead of the side. That way he doesn't risk hitting the A ball with the cue ball. I don't think it's a risk anyway, but...
Oh, there you see. If you don't quite finish right on a ball, it just puts you out of sync a little bit, you know. You've got a game plan, haven't you? And then all of a sudden you've got to change it again. And then you're restarting again, basically, the rack. So real chance here for Alex. And he's going to...
And it's shots like that that make me dislike the side pocket so much, especially in 8-ball, but in 10-ball even, because, you know, you had to risk the 8, hitting the 8, and you also have to make sure you cut the ball. Now here's where he might just hit it with a little pace so the 6 goes across the table.
He's just putting a little extension onto his cue there. I'm guessing that's a Revo.
That is a Revo. He's sponsored. He is a Predator player. Oh, that was the other problem. It was just out.
Yeah.
It was just out.
You can't miss shots like that. And he played it so hard. I mean, I knew...
Well, he played it for the reason of getting position on the 6.
You can play it smooth as well.
Yeah.
You don't have to hit it so hard, you know. It just hasn't got in stroke yet, I don't think, George. Hasn't really had the chance, you know.
In his defense, he was leading a little bit with extensions, so that may have had something to do with it.
Yeah, I'm a big believer in using the bridge, but nowadays everyone's got all different length extensions. You very rarely use it.
I used to love the bridge. Well, if I had to use it, I used the bridge. But now with the extensions, I really, really like the extensions.
Yeah, but you still got too much cue overhang, you know, from your bridge. I don't like it. I'm sorry, no one's ever going to convince me of that.
Yeah, I will say you have to be very careful to make sure you come through the stroke, so that that tip doesn't move up on you, because usually your backhand will push down and the tip will come up.
You've got to keep that cue going through horizontally.
This will be I call it a commanding lead.
This is a steal now. It's put him on the hill. What a shame.
Yep.
You know, I just think learn to use the, you know, at least have that in your back, in your armour. Don't be afraid of the bridge. In it goes.
Nicely done.
So a little bit of a gift there for Co.
One of the things to look for is when you get close-ups on the camera, take a look at the lights reflecting off the balls. Those are the Predator Arena lights. There are 6 of them above this table, which lights up the whole arena. And keep in mind that it's also Predator cloth on these beautiful Predator one-piece slate tables.
Your friend from Arizona, Nicholas DeLeon, 3-0 up against Eli Zahavi. Ahmed Elamir is 1 up against Mohammed Ben Dakhil. Stephen Wyatt, another local boy, is 1 up against Raymond Linares from Florida. Here we go. Co breaking off, leading 3-0 on the hill.
This is the Alfa Las Vegas Open, and it is sponsored by Alpha Cryptocurrencies, Seabirds.com, Medalla Premium Light Beer, Rums of Puerto Rico.
Oh, say that again, George.
Rums of Puerto Rico.
Oh, makes me want to drink it. Now then, what's Alex got? Not a lot.
Well, he's got 1 ball that's a fairly good cut here, and he's going to have a hard time holding it for the 2. So you might have to go over and around. He's made it.
Oh, he's okay. He's got it into the corner.
He's over. He's going to be over the 3 ball a little bit, but straight into the 2.
This is a picnic shot. We call this a picnic shot. Hampered. Oh, that's a great stroke. Now then, has to play the combo on the 8. You're going to tell me it's a 6 next, aren't you?
No, I'm
Or
going
is
to
it
tell
the
you it's a
8?
4 next. Oh, you mean?
No, I mean
that
yeah.
is the 8.
Yeah, he's the 8.
No, we have a little few problems in seeing that. Depends on the angle of the camera. Nice shot.
Oh, that's nicely. But oh, don't go over the top of the 4. Oh, this has gone awkward now.
Extension again, or will he use
Extension again, but he needs to get over this ball.
He needs to
How's
get a
he gonna
bigger
do
extension.
That? Or a pair of high heels, one of the two. Oh, he's okay. Oh,
Side
he's
pocket.
just struggling to get perfect position, isn't he?
Yeah, well, actually, he's in good shape here. I like him shooting this on the side, and it gives him enough room to hit the head rail and come back to about where the 4 ball is now.
How much of an advantage would you say it is that you mentioned that he's got a club in Paris with these tables in? How much of an advantage is that?
Well,
in Fargo terms, let's say.
In Fargo terms, I would say it'd be the 30-point difference in their Fargos.
Good call. Oh, he hasn't hooked himself on the 10, has he? Can he get through to this? Can't quite see, George.
Can't tell from this angle. Looks like he can.
He's got a nice safety on. If not, oh, he's made it. Nice shot. I can't recall him being in prime position on this particular rack.
Yeah, if he would have stayed against the rail, he would have been in prime position. He came off a little bit, though. He's made a couple of nice shots.
Saw Billy Thorpe
straight in here. I would just, well, let's see how much draw he puts on this ball. He's just going to take a little and go back and forth. Oh, he's actually, oh, no, he can't. He hit that ball twice, or he wants it cleaned?
No,
Sorry.
he just wants to keep it cleaned.
I couldn't tell.
You frightened me then, George.
It frightened me, too. Now he's going to have to come off this ball and bring that cue ball right towards that side pocket where he is now. He'll try to get underneath it.
Do you go before the side pocket or after it? Just try and get after it?
After, because if you go before, the 10 ball comes into play.
Yeah. He's
So-
going
oh,
high,
he's going
going
3
high
rails.
left.
He's
He's going
going
high
high
left.
It's going to put him in the same place, though.
So
It's where he is now.
10
And there's
o'clock
a
on the
problem
cue
there,
ball.
see?
And you know what? You can't keep on potting difficult balls.
Yeah.
And it just got more difficult. And it all stems from that ball where he left himself over the over a ball for the 3. And then he just caught the 10. Then he never got right on the 4. And then it went downhill from there, basically.
Yeah, the way he shot that, I kind of like moving the cue ball around in that manner, but not there because the 10 ball was very big.
Oh, look at this around the back of the 9.
Right around the back, yeah.
Oh, what a shot that is.
Well, this will close out the first set. 1 of 2. Players are on the 30-second shot clock if we haven't spoken of that yet. They have a 60-second extension after the break, and after that they have a 30-second extension.
That's easy for you to say, George. So this 10 ball goes in. It will be the set, and we'll be back with the second set in just a few minutes. See you soon, guys. welcome back to the lovely location of Las Vegas. Alex MONTPELLIER to break off in set number 2. Alternate break if Co broke the first set, Alex breaks the second, but then it's winner breaks there on in. Now then, cue ball in the centre of the table. Has he made a ball? I don't think he has.
No, cue ball in the center of the table and the one ball in the center of the head rail.
Now then, what's he going to do with this one then, George?
He might just go ahead and go for it and bring the cue ball around to the right by kind of 2 rails towards the 8 and try to get down behind the 10. If he happens to make it, he has an open shot on the deuce.
We
if
need
he
one.
Doesn't.
We need one of them screens where you can draw patterns on the screen, George.
Oh, that would work okay.
Can you draw?
I can't draw. I can't draw a straight line.
Nor can I. So we'll have to get an artist in to do that. Maybe
or
Kevin
a ruler.
Bauchio.
Or a ruler. It looks like he's going to the left.
Yeah, he's playing safe here, isn't he?
Yeah, he's playing safe all the way out the left of the ball.
Oh, this has got to be accurate, and it's going to be. Look at this for a shot.
Nice
Glorious,
speed.
lovely
Nice
shot.
speed. Well, he used those balls. He just used them from the wrong side that I called.
Yeah,
but
he's
it's
got
the
nice,
right side for him.
Nice 2-rail kick here. Maybe he'll call a side pocket.
I don't think he can get to the 2 rail.
No, he's called the top left, so he's going to go for a thin snick here.
Yeah, he's going
off
one
2
rail.
rails. Oh, you think he's going? I think he's going 2, isn't he? He's got 2, surely.
Let's find out. I think he can't see 2. I think he can go only 1.
Oh, yeah, it's gone 1.
Yeah.
Good call, Georgie.
Uh-oh.
Geometry George, I'm going to call you.
Wait a minute. You had a couple other names for me the other day.
I've got one every single day for you. You're going to be something different every day.
Oh.
So it's sort of a shot to nothingness. He can play. What's the matter? He can play this in the top left.
Just the way my mind works, I just laughed. I said, my wife might like that. Deal with a crazy person every day.
He's going to draw this onto the rail, leave the cue ball over there.
Uh-oh. And the kiss, does the kiss help? No, he just sets him up for the side pocket and position for the 2.
I've got to say, I do like his T-shirt. I like the colour pink.
Do you?
Yep, it's my favourite colour. I've got 3 T-shirts in pink.
I saw Yu Lung Chang with a shirt just like that yesterday in his match. Well, if it keeps going, it'll be okay, but it's not going to. Alex.
Now then. He just hasn't settled yet, has he?
No, I don't think so.
There's only 30 points in difference, as you said, George, in Fargo,
Fargo.
but it's looking a lot different to that on
And
the
score,
table,
the
isn't
score
it?
doesn't say that. You're right.
So how many games would, is it like 25 or something, is it, per game?
It's between 25 and 30 per game.
Okay. Oh, that's a lovely stroke. Get past that
get
9.
past that 9.
That's lovely.
I believe he did. Now he's coming.
Yeah, just draw just past the 9.
That's where he wants to be.
So low on the cue ball, head down for all you watching. Improve. Nice smooth stroke.
Yeah, chin on the cue. Oh, he got just perfect to come back right to where he is now. If he gets there, it's stop, stop. Yeah, because he can just stop it there for the 6, play the 6 in the side, 7 in the upper corner for the 8. Come over, and it looks good for him.
Easy, isn't it?
Well, it looks easy. Doesn't mean it is.
Oh. Well, it's okay. He's got to drop this in dead weight now, though. Can't do much with a cue ball. I had a little go on the carom table in the break. At the CRM stand, George.
CRM stand.
Yeah, the Predator CRM, the carom stand.
Oh, the
over
carom
on the
stand,
right-hand
okay.
side there.
Yeah.
Had a little knock with Can Lee.
Did you? I had some balls with him earlier on that billiard table. I think it was last night when I was leaving.
I thought you went straight home. That's another lie.
I never lied. Never said I went straight to the room.
Oh.
Well,
That is a surprise. Now you've got to think he needs to take this chance now. Needs to get the upper hand, get that Q arm going, Alex.
let out your stroke. Is that what you're saying?
Let your stroke out, exactly. Get that tip through it. Well, I've actually found out why Cole Boyes is not here during the break.
Okay.
He was due to be here.
Yeah.
He turned up to the airport and his COVID test, which he needed to get on the plane,
Wasn't it? It was
had
positive?
to be 20, no, it had to be 24 hours before he flew, and it was 48 hours had expired, and they wouldn't let him on the flight.
Wow.
So he lost his flight, lost his chance to play in this, and of course the World 10 Ball, which he was registered in.
Well, Kiamko's was lined up for this year, and I believe he didn't make it either.
What's happened to him?
I don't know. I just realized I know that he was scheduled to play, and I've seen 2 matches now where he has not. So I'm assuming that he did not make it here.
That was a nice shot. Now then, finish these 2 off. Get on
Just-
that board, and
Just
then you
make
can
this ball. Yeah.
relax.
Just make this ball, and he comes over for the 10. Keep your eye on the prize.
Coming up after this, we will have Jason Shaw, Mr. 714, in the house, in the arena, playing against Jungo.
Oh, no.
Oh, don't hit it.
Oh.
Oh, he's okay. It's a kind bump. Could have been worse. So concentrate, 100%. Stroke this one in. And in it goes.
And
Well,
he gets on the board.
do you play much straight pool, George?
Straight pool was my favorite game till I turned 21. And then 9-ball came into play, and I've hardly played it at all.
Put into perspective, obviously John Schmidt's 625 was outstanding.
626.
66, sorry, was outstanding.
100 extra balls by, or 90 balls more by
Yeah,
by Shaw.
you know, how impressive is that? How hard to do is that? Like,
Well, both records are very impressive. Mosconi held the record for 60 plus years, or around 60 years. And this is my opinion. Everybody has one, and this is just mine. And so I think someone going out to try to break the record, which was John Schmidt, working hard at it to break it, is quite an accomplishment to me. And then Jason coming right behind him and doing it, well,
it was like 2 years though, wasn't
Yeah.
it? It wasn't like,
is an accomplishment also. I just hope to see John Schmidt get back and go after the 714. Work at it. He's here. In fact, he's playing in this tournament.
that's right, yeah.
I was glad to see that. He had a hand surgery or hand injury and is back to playing a little bit here. So we'll see what kind of, oh, look how nice he tucks that in.
Nice shot. It's
S-
an
tuck
easy,
him to bed
it's
there.
an easy get out, of course, but it's what you leave, isn't
But,
it? It's not just hitting it.
Running 45, 50 racks, 55, 60 racks is tough.
Yeah, 50
Running
racks,
5 or
wasn't it?
6 is tough.
And he only stopped because he scratched on the break.
Yeah.
The most I've ever run is 34. I'm not saying I've tried it very often, but it's an enjoyable game.
I ran a little bit more than that, but it was practicing, so I'm not even going to say what the number was. I did run 60 balls in the tournament.
You did say what the number was.
I did?
60, no?
60 is what I ran in the tournament.
Ah.
I ran one more rack than that. A little
I
bit
think
more
you're
than a
still
rack.
looking for action. That's why you're not giving too much away. You don't want to kill your action. I know what your game is.
I haven't. Oh, I say I have had a little action lately, but not. No, I don't lay down. I don't try to hustle anybody. In fact, Mr. Han here, Koping Han, looking pretty good here. going from the 3 to the 4 to the 5. He's in a good position to tie this second set up. Unless this ball rolls behind the 7, and it did.
It
Look
has.
at that cue ball move over.
How's he going
Ouch.
to play this? 2 rails? Or 1 rail? He can't go 1 rail, can he? He's going to play to a lot of right-hand English then.
And over a ball. This
And
is
over
tough
a
to do.
ball.
Yeah.
I like going 2 rails here.
I like kicking it right from the behind the 10 there. Going right by the 10 and try to kick it in the side. He's going on the outside and spinning it.
Yeah.
No,
Oh, that was dangerous.
He had a natural angle to come to it. I thought he had a natural angle. But again,
so another chance.
The players have the angle that they see, and we have an angle that we see on the monitors. So I'm going to bet on the player playing it his way than our way all day.
You know, at 4-0, it was looking, you know, after the first set, Alex really couldn't get going. And all of a sudden, he's got another chance here to go 2-0 up in the second. We could be seeing a shootout.
Nice, Alex. Easy 9-ball. Easy on the 9-ball. It's going to get behind it. It's
again.
Gone. It's gone behind it.
Oh dear. Done exactly the same.
That's slick, slick table. Slick cloth.
Yeah, I saw Michaela with a X1 cleaning it before this match, getting it nice and prepped for these 2 professionals. Well, this is crazy. He ended up where he started. So
That just breaks your heart. Like Co's shot there, where he got behind, what was it, the 9-ball?
Yeah.
That was a clear table roll-off. And that, to me, that hurts. It's very discouraging when your opponent's not beating you, but the table just did.
In big bold letters, our main sponsor, Alpha Coin. If you're into cryptocurrencies, and if you've got a bit of money spare, go and do some investing. Go and check them out. alphacoin.io. Not Ohio, I-O. There was a song like that in the Seven Dwarfs, wasn't there? Oh no, that was Hi-Ho. So this 9 then.
And instead of 2-0, we go with a tied score after he gets these 2 balls put down. He coming back? Yes.
Oh, that's a nice shot. He's gone a bit closer. He's gone a bit further, sorry, than I thought he was going to go. Now then, this is one of these nice shots. When you're cueing well, you love to crack these in, don't you?
Yeah,
nice, long, smooth stroke.
You like to hit the back of the pocket and hit that nice,
crisp
whack sound.
Oh,
I believe we're going to go to a break after this 10-ball.
Yep. In it goes. We'll be back. Welcome back to the CSI Predator Pro Billiard Series. It's the Alfa Las Vegas Open, the third stop on this year's tour of 6 events. 1-1, second set, co-leading 1-0. Here's to break off.
Cue ball, looking pretty good. It's going to set up nice for the one.
Yeah, look at this. So, first chance then. We haven't really seen anything mind-blowing yet, George. Apart from this room, of course. Really is a sight to behold.
Go is sponsored by Zen Cues and Taiwan Typhoon.
That's probably why he's so relaxed. Zen and typhoon, 2 words that don't really go together very well. Oh, he's overrun it again. I think he can play it in the corner, though.
Looks like he can.
This is another one. Just stroke it in. Cue ball. And then naturally on the 3 in the side. This is free pool, guys. There's no pay-per-view for this. It's all free. We're trying to reach as many people as possible. Introduce people that might not normally see this game, George. You know, we often speak about it just being on and a youngster walks into the room, sees it, is fascinated by the coloured balls rolling around the table and says, hey, Dad, I'd like to go and play that game. And you never know, we might just discover the next American champion or European or Asian, anywhere around the world. Where's that cue ball? He walked away from the table in disgust. He knew it was on its way. Well.
Little struggle by Alex.
We've got 11 days of this.
This is the second.
Feel very privileged, George, to be sat here just 6 months after meeting you.
Likewise.
I was here cleaning balls and tables and just helping out any way I could. And here I am, sat with an experienced guy like yourself.
I like the way you said that. Experienced, not old guy.
Let's have a look at this cue action. Nice and straight, nice and smooth. Follow through. And you know what I thought of, George? You know, it's okay having lots of practice and experience on a table, you know, like you was saying about in Paris where he owns a club. If you don't get the chance to get on the table, you can't do anything about it. It doesn't matter how much experience you've had, does it?
Well, if you don't get a chance to get on the table, that means you don't get a chance to get comfortable on it.
Yeah.
And the whole thing about playing tournament pool or any kind of pool and playing it well is to get comfortable.
Yeah.
Or learn to play and win ugly is what I call it.
Absolutely. You've got to win these scrappy ones. You've got to come through them. That's what champions are made of. Then you just get better and better as the tournament goes on. And this is a nice performance now. It looks in full stroke, smooth, confident. Everything seems so easy. These 4 1/4 inch pockets will feel huge to Co at the moment.
And he rattles off 2 games in a row once this 10 ball goes down to take a 2-1 lead. Michaela Tav to come up and rack these balls.
Yeah, things looking a little bit desperate now for Alex. Meanwhile, let's just go around the room. Raymond Linares has come back to 2-2 with Stephen Wyatt. Ahmed Elamir is now 2-1 up against Mohammed Ben Dakil. Nicholas De Leon
De Leon. There,
took
perfect.
the opening set, 4-0, and he's 2 up in the second. Liu Qi is 3-1 up against Scott Thompson, so her boyfriend may be down on this table, but she's going strong. And Donnie Mills has beaten Jeffrey Jimenez 4-1, 4-0. And Wes Sowers lost the first set to Duong Kwok Hong 4-1, and he's 1-0 down in the second. Code to break, rack number 4, leading 2-1.
Five ball.
Yes, sir. Now
And
look at that 10. Look at that 10.
Can't get to the 1.
I think he can.
If he can,
I think he can. I'm playing the 10 ball.
Yes. I'd bank that 1 ball right
He's
at it.
got to call the 10.
I'm not sure he can see the left side of the 1.
Even bend it a little bit.
Well,
It's a shot to nothing. It's a free shot.
as long as the 1 ball doesn't two-rail and go back up and sit in front of the 10.
He's called it in the left-hand corner, so he's playing a
he's
thin
cut back in
safety.
the- yeah.
Just a thin
He's
safe.
cutting it back. Yeah, look how close he came to the 4 when he went by it. He had no room to hit the left side. Look at
Look
this.
at this. Look at this. Oh,
This
well,
kicks in.
It's an easy hit, but
But the problem is if he kicks this in,
where is he on the 2?
he's going to be behind the 6. And if he goes to the top rail first and comes down, he's going to push the 1 ball out for the 10.
I thought he was going to play this with some pace. He's come behind it. He's
Yeah,
just playing
that's
safe
how I
here.
thought he would come. See, he's going to
Well,
push it out for
he's
the 10.
going to be in trouble here.
Yeah.
He's in all sorts of trouble here.
That was a great safety in the fact that no matter what or how Alex handled that, he was going to give up a shot or advantage.
Yeah, it was a great shot that
He's
Cole
played safe
played.
again.
Yeah. Get that 1 ball right in tight behind.
There, and now he's going to
6.
spin all the way down.
Oh.
The 4 ball saves him, or the 7 ball saves him from scratching, but this doesn't.
Wow.
This gives Alex the option. But,
Well, he can't pot it, I don't think. I don't think he can make it.
will he chance hitting
Hitting
the
it.
head rail, hit the head rail, kicking it, and hit the head rail with a lot of draw and try to draw off the 1 towards the 10?
I'll tell you what I like doing here. I like playing the 10. Thin off the 1, right-hand English on the cue ball, swing the cue ball over and make the 10.
Can you get by the 9 is my question. I saw that and I thought about that, and my first question was, can I get by the 9?
I think he can if he thins it enough, George.
Okay.
I think he can just miss it. Hit before the 9, I mean.
He's 8 feet away. So that cut's real tough.
Oh, it's a tough shot. Oh, he nearly hit it with 2 balls.
But he got safe.
Now then, can he get an edge on this 1 ball? I think he can. The way he's looking at this, he's calling the 10. He's going to kick this 1 ball up and down and try and make the 10 with the 1. Watch this. Watch this
Did
for
he
a
call
shot.
the 10 ball?
He's called the 10 ball, I think. Watch this. Oh, he had a go at the 10. Well, that was a bit reckless, to be honest. It was putting all your eggs in one basket there, George. Unfortunately, he's smashed a lot of them.
You know, it's too bad you can't play 2-way shots here. You can play the 1 and play
And the 10,
and,
yeah.
10 and get safe for the deuce if he misses both.
What a fascinating game this is, Paul.
Now, see, in 9 ball, you could do that. In 10 ball, you can only call 1 ball. Some would say that's the beauty of 9 ball. Some would say that's the beauty of 10 ball. Depending where you are on that scale.
I think the more luck you can take out of a game, the better. Personally, that's my personal opinion.
I agree, and that's why 9 ball is a better gambling game. Because you're gambling. In 10 ball, skill. It's more skill.
Yeah, I'm more for bettering the game of pool this way rather than, you know, it being a gambling game. I want to promote this game for the good sides of it and the skill.
He's got a tough shot here.
Oh,
what a nice shot. He hit that so perfect to be able to catch that corner of the side pocket and not scratch.
Yeah.
Any thicker.
That's why he hit it a little bit thick, right?
Yeah, that's why he hit it a little bit thin.
And
cut it out, cut it out. Nice
so
going.
In it goes. We are 2-2, and we're going to go for a break. Welcome back to this lovely arena here in Las Vegas at the Rio Suites Hotel. Alex Montpellier breaking off 2-2. Second set, 1 set down. Coming up next, we have Jason Shaw against Jungo. And I will be stepping out of the commentary booth for that one. Tony Robles will step in after his match, and he can tell you all about whether he won, how he lost. And he'll be with George Tayashaya, who's with me now. Hi, George.
Howdy, howdy. And here we go. How do you like that one ball coming down by the 7 with the cue ball behind the, is that the 2 ball? And the 3? It looks like he's playing the 1. No, he's playing the shot.
Yeah.
He's playing the safety.
Well, he's got it, but it's not a difficult hit, and he'll be calling this in the bottom right-hand corner. Just in case. What a nice thin hit, George, here off. Oh, he can actually hit it.
You can hit it full, and you can put the cue ball right up against the 9.
Yes, he can. I thought he was hooked to start with. There's a great camera angle. Yeah, he's still railing it.
Yeah, he's kicking the 2 rails.
Yeah, there you go. Called the corner. Almost went. Oh, he's left it.
Nice for Alex.
So, a chance to get on the hill.
Tied at 2. Alex has a good opportunity here. He wants to play for this shootout. Must win the second set. He lost the first in a convincing fashion.
Well, he lost the first set, but his girlfriend, Liu Qi, she won her first set 4-1 against Scott Thompson.
And look at this cue ball behind the 9 now. Can he cut this 2 ball into the 10?
Amalia Matas is back in action against another great female player, Woo Jin Lee. Amalia Matas has taken the first set in that match 4-2. It's all happening, George.
Yes, it is.
It's all going off
He's
like a
cutting this
firework.
ball. Did he call the 10? That was a question.
Oh,
He
he's
must
hit that
have.
all wrong. Oh, he called it 10.
He must have.
Yeah. That was a bit wild, wasn't it?
No, that's the only shot he had. That's all he could see of the 2 ball.
No, I mean at the pace he played it.
Yeah.
He's had a stroke of luck there.
He's due one, I think.
We'll let him have that one.
Okay.
He's playing the combo. Look, can't miss this, I don't think. 2 squirting towards the left-hand corner. Oh, he's missed it. This is a strange game, this one.
He's getting opportunities. He had opportunities the first set too.
Yeah. Can't say, that's all you can ask for, isn't it, when you're playing a match?
That's
Give me a chance, and then if you still don't do it, then, well...
Then you got to look in the mirror and say, slap your face or something. And
or get Kelly Fisher to do it.
Yeah, there is that.
She plays tonight. She's against Superman, so it's Wonder Woman against Superman tonight, 8:30. It won't be on the stream table, but we've still got a great game for you, though, tonight. 8 p.m. Darren Appleton will be on the table, and he will be against Carlo Biardo. What a great game that is. That's your 8 o'clock match. 6 o'clock, Jason Shaw versus Jungo. Back to this one.
Dimitri Jungo. I didn't see a Fargo for him. In fact, I have no information on him whatsoever.
Well, you better get doing some homework, George.
I'm going to have to grab him. Well, actually, yeah, because I'll be doing that match.
You're doing that match with Tony Robles.
Well, when he comes into the arena, I will take him aside. And I'll get schooled. Nice shot. And he's got a severe back cut on this 6 ball.
It's a thin one.
Or can he play it off the 8?
Yeah, you don't see many players playing with glasses on. His are quite big, so he's probably had them designed for it. Maybe Florian Venom Cola had them done for him. He's an optometrist, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see my interview with Florian?
Played it off. Good. Oh boy, look at this.
Oh dear, It's so easy to get angry at this game, isn't it? And sometimes you're justified in doing so. That's just so unlucky. Played such a great cutback on that. And you're scratching the side.
Well, all you can say to that is you must know where your cue ball is going at all times.
Yeah, but when you're kissing off another ball, you can't really judge it. I know what you mean.
Yeah,
he didn't know where it was going, so he's taking a chance.
Well, he knew where it was going. He just either put a
You
little
can't
too much
predict
English.
Yeah.
Just the English taking just a hair off. But
oh, you're a hard taskmaster, George. I'm glad you're not coaching me. I'd be crying my eyes out after an hour.
Well, who else are you going to blame on a scratch? It's your cue ball. Got to control the cue ball.
Okay. I'll give you that. We're even.
Now, when you're breaking out balls and you happen to go off a ball.
And it goes 3-2 to Ko. He's on the hill. So let's talk a little bit about, you said that you help some players in your local area with a little bit of coaching.
Sure, the juniors.
So
I love doing stuff with them.
When you have a junior, George, what is the first sort of, let's imagine I'm a junior. I walk into the room. Hi, George. Teach me how to play pool. What's the first thing you're going to teach me?
You're not going to hit a ball for the first half hour. You're going to shoot off the spot into
I'm
a
going to come half an hour late then.
Well, everybody wants to make balls.
So what are you going to teach me first time?
To control the cue ball. To shoot it in the pocket, hit what you're aiming with the cue ball. How to stroke, fundamentals. And you're going to be shooting the cue ball off the spot into a pocket, and I'm going to have you shooting to one corner of the pocket and the other corner of the pocket, so you make it so you're hitting exactly where you want.
I'm going to pay you $20 an hour to teach me how to scratch.
That's correct.
Thank you. Right, break for Ko Ping Han. leading 3-2. He's made a ball. The breaking has been pretty good. Maybe this tape has been breaking a lot better today, George, than it was yesterday. Or the players have been breaking better.
I don't think the break's been the problem. I think the slick cloth, the speed of the table has been more a problem.
But does that really have an effect on the break?
That's what I'm saying. I don't think the break's the problem.
No, but I'm talking about making. But I'm saying we're
balls
seeing
on
more
the break?
balls are being made on the break today than they were yesterday. Is it the tables wearing in a little bit, you know? Or is it that the standard of break has gone up slightly? We saw David Arcadi today, or you weren't in for that game.
I wasn't there for that.
He never had a dry break.
Well, you know,
and he was breaking from the side.
One thing I attribute that to is the players. Like, remember how you saw Shane sit up there and watch this table?
Yeah.
The players watching the table to see how it breaks, see where other players are breaking from, and taking notes to themselves, mental notes as to who's getting the best breaks, the best action, and where from. That's what I attribute that to. But the balls are slick. They're being cleaned after every match. And the table is slick. So those are the factors that are kind of hurting the players. And things are a little too slick for them.
At the end of the day, though, they're pros and they have to adapt.
That's exactly right.
And that's a beautiful stroke, that is.
And these conditions are actually our optimum. You must adjust.
I mean, you dream, as a kid growing up, playing this game, all you dream about doing is playing on this standard of equipment under these lights in front of an audience and playing for big dollars. And they're playing for 30,000.
I mean, the final 64 are guaranteed money. The worst you're going to do is $500, just making it to Saturday. It's not much. It pays your entry fee and then some, a couple of meals. But it's not too.
A couple of meals. Where have you been eating?
Nice shot there. Nice shot.
Now then, can he get across again?
No, he's going to have to do something with his 7-ball. Is he aggressive enough to just go ahead and go for the bank and go for the run out?
Well, he can play it as a shot to nothing.
I think he cuts it very, very thin, puts the 7-ball as close to the 8 as possible. He goes 2 rails to the left-hand side.
Looks like that's what he's doing, George. He's shaping up to hit this one thin. But he's aiming low, so he's hitting more of this. He's going to draw this and get the cue ball behind the 8, I think. Just like that. Oh, this is a lovely... Oh, unlucky. Don't scratch in the corner. Oh. Wow.
That's exactly what Alex needs to send this to... Try to send this to a shootout. Because this actually just gets him to hill. He still has to navigate the next rack to go to a shootout. And he
what's he done here? What's he done here?
He didn't come back
Well,
enough.
He's got to go straight back here on the 8. No, he's not. He's going to put him behind a 10.
That's a smart shot. A lot of players would opt to bank that ball and say, the heck with it, I'm going for it.
Do you know what? I thought
that's
what I thought that was his body language. I thought he was going to get angry with it a little bit and just...
That's discipline.
That's discipline, exactly. Jump cue out. We're going airborne with Taiwan Airways. We'll be taking off in about 3 seconds' time and landing about a second later, George.
Kiss.
Well, he's got a lovely nudge on the pocket, but it hasn't given him any favors.
Actually, that nudge didn't help. If it doesn't get the nudge, it slides down. He's straight in. He's kind of almost straight in there, too. He's got to make this ball.
Now then, nicely on the 9.
These 2 balls to get on the hill and go to a hill and try to send it to a shootout.
Come on, Alex MONTPELLIER.
We want more pool.
I'm sure that's the name of a mountain. And he certainly kept him he's got on the hill as well. So we're 3-3. We're going for a break. Don't go away. Back with the decider. Back to the crucial stage of this match. Ko Ping Han won the first set 4-0. Alex Montpellier has made somewhat of a comeback. We are 3-3 in the second. Hill. Alex needs to win it to take it to a shootout. If Ko wins it, he wins the match. Here we go. How's the break? Where's the cue ball going to go?
Almost in the hole.
Well, made the one ball.
Well, made the one. He's got a tough shot on the deuce. And what's tough about the deuce is making it and ending up with position for the 3.
Yeah, I like pushing this 2-ball past the 7, lay it down by the 5.
I'd be looking for a safety here. I don't think I'd be playing the ball.
No. Cue ball behind the 7. What do you think to that, George?
Cue ball, like just roll up behind the 7?
Yeah, push the
soft roll.
Push the.
And if you don't get behind,
the angle's wrong.
If you don't get behind the 7, you're just giving it away.
The angle looked totally different. Looked like he could. Well, it's more or less what he played. Tried anyway.
He used the 5-7.
Yeah, clever.
I believe you can see the bottom side of the deuce on your screen here.
Yeah, Alex having a look over the shoulder of Ko. Nice picture there of the 2 players.
Nice hit.
Oh, what a hit that is.
And
great shot.
Look at this.
2-rail kick.
Those are the shots that win championships. Those are the shots that win you a lot of matches.
Yeah, it's the difference between just hitting a ball and hitting it sweet.
But he still has to follow up. He has a little work to do here.
Shane Van Boning will be playing on one of the outside tables as well. He's playing against young Eric Roberts. And I remember a post going up on Facebook. The young kid couldn't afford to get here. So we shared around his info and we found him somebody to sponsor him. And I actually think it was Sky Woodward and Ashley Dela Cruz that paid his entry fee for this. And then an Airbnb was rented by Rhonda Royal, who's running the Off the Rail apparel.
Apparel,
Yeah,
okay.
the T-shirts and that outside in the rotunda, and he's staying with them. So playing against Shane Van Boning in the second round, that would be great. Isn't that nice for the kid?
Yes. It's great to see people come together to give someone a chance like that.
Yeah. We
And
saw yesterday, didn't we, George?
yeah,
Young Ruku Rumpinen.
taking Skylar to a shootout and winning 7-6.
That's not very good karma, though, is it? You pay for a junior's entry, and then another junior comes along and beats you.
Them's the breaks. Well, he's got these 4 balls left
Yeah, it looks like
for this match.
it's
This
au
is coming
revoir,
back.
au revoir for Montpellier.
He's got to be careful not to overwork this. This table can take it real quick here.
There's those little Oh, he's overworked this, I think, hasn't he? He's gone too far.
Oh, yeah, I think he's just perfect. No, the body language says he went a little too far, possibly.
I think he has.
It looks like he can spin into the ball and make it and just stop the cue ball.
Wow. Can he? Ooh, this is tight.
It's real tight.
He's playing it high now. I think he's playing the cross bank. He's playing the safety here. He can't be playing the part exactly. He's had to play a safety now. Another let off. Now he's got to play the bank on this, surely.
Let's see what kind of control Alex has here. Will he go behind the 10 with the cue ball, but that sends the 8 into the 9?
And a double kiss as
or
well.
Or will he just bank it
off.
out and come off the rail on top of the 8? On top of the 9, excuse me. That is a tough shot, but it's very doable.
Yeah, it's decision time. He's got 30 seconds to make it in.
And does he have an extension left?
Yes. I think both players still have their extension in this, or does that mean they've used it? I never know which one's which. Wow, what a... He's tried to control it.
Tough.
He hasn't.
That was so tough.
Now, do you take this on George in the side and play an element of safety with it?
No, I'm going to go ahead and bank it to the middle of the bottom rail, just past the 10.
Cue ball behind the 9?
Cue ball behind the 10.
Behind the 10?
I'm not sure if he can hold it. Cue ball behind the 9. Just like that.
Oh, he's overhit it. And Alex, one thing he can't say is, I never had a chance. Because it hasn't been perfect, Paul.
No.
From Ping.
I think you have to go for this. If you make it, you're going to have shape.
Yeah, you've got to go for this. It's almost like a spot shot, a little bit harder.
A little bit harder, a little bit lower. Thinner cut.
Well, would he get second prize behind the 10 maybe? Not going to reach. Now then, what about this for a nice shot to let your stroke out on?
I don't think
high ball.
High ball and
use
the bottom rail and up.
Yeah. Nice, just a nice straight. He's going 2 rails. He's spinning this 2 rails. Oh, he stroked that beautifully.
He's going to get behind the 10.
Oh, not again. I can't take much more of this.
The 10.
Oh, dear, oh, dear,
oh,
dear. Well.
Wow.
There's more twists in this than my cue action.
1 ball on the table, and he found the 2 square inches to get behind it.
It's just amazing.
What is there, 5,000 square inches on the table? I think it is.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's 5,000 square inches, and he found a 1 or 2 that gets him behind it.
9 foot by.
Wow.
I know it's. It's about 36 square feet. I know that. Even more, about 40 square feet, is it? Come on, guys, in the chat, help us out. How many square inches is there on a pool
it's 50
table?
by 100. Inside the rails.
Oh, he's missed it.
Well,
What a chance. We're going to a shootout, you know, if he can take these last 2 balls, but I'm not going to predict anything right now, George. Can I just turn round the other way? I can't watch this anymore. Can you describe the action on the last 2 balls,
The one
please?
thing about this is if Alex does not get out from here, he's got no one to blame. He's been provided with opportunities, and it looks like this is it right here. This one shot goes to a shootout.
You
Now he's
sounded
gotta
like
win that.
Eminem then. One shot. And in it goes. We are going to a shootout, but
After
not
the
until
break.
we've had a little break.
And we are back with a shootout between Koping Han and Alex MONTPELLIER. Yes?
Yes, carry on.
Carry on. You were busy, so I took it.
No, I mean, I wasn't laughing at that. I was laughing at
It's a
something else.
4-inning shootout. Ko won the
Oh,
lag,
he's
so he
missed the
goes
first
first.
one. Missed
and
the
he's missed the first one. Here is where Alex can make up for the opportunities that he had, because here's another opportunity that's presented itself. It's 4 innings. At the end of 4 innings, the highest number wins. If they're tied, they move the cue ball back 1 diamond from the box there, where it's at, and they go to sudden death. 1 inning, and whoever misses loses the match.
Well, this has had so many ups and downs.
Mm-hmm. And here's where
And all of a sudden, it's advantage Montpellier, the first time he's been in front in the match, really. Well, the first time he's been favourite for it. Referee Michaela Tabb.
spotting the ball. There's a 30-second shot clock on these guys, so they only have 30 seconds to shoot it. I don't believe there's an extension here.
No.
And miss number 2 by the young Ko.
This is unbelievable. And it must be a new experience. They certainly haven't played any of these tournaments. Whether they've been practicing this back home, I'm sure they have, George.
Well,
they must have had a go at this format.
Well, let me ask you a question. If you're going to be playing in this format, are you going to practice the spot shot?
Absolutely.
There you go.
So, chance to go 2-0 up. Don't forget, Alex went second.
No.
Oh, he's missed it. So, now if Ko Ping Han can make this one.
We're all tied up, and Alex must make the next one to take a lead. Otherwise, they stay tied, and it will still go to sudden death. But it's only 2 innings. This is the 3rd.
was a nicer
And
stroke.
there's
I didn't even watch
a
the
make.
ball then, George. I just watched his backhand and his head to see if he stayed down. And he really did stroke that one smooth. And even though he wasn't quite accurate enough, still cued it nice enough.
Smoothed it in. That's why I like shooting them that way.
Absolutely.
Alex shoots them the same way, I believe.
Now, do you favour one side to the other when shooting this shot?
No.
You're just brilliant at both sides, right?
I didn't say I was brilliant. I just said I don't. I used to favor the left side of the table, shooting them to the left side. But being left-handed, I play a lot of one pocket, and so I shoot to the right-hand pocket a lot.
Oh, I didn't realise you were left-handed as well. Oh,
and
like me.
So that's why I don't favor it. I practice so much for the opposite pocket, for the left-hand pocket, that, and my natural tendency is for the right-hand pocket. So, no, I don't really favor either one.
Well, we're going to make great Scotch doubles partners because I'm a lefty too.
Yep. And he smooths that one in.
It goes.
Alex makes this, and he wins the match. Alex misses this, and we go to sudden death.
You see Michaela spotting the 10, 4 inches behind the head spot. It doesn't go actually on the pyramid spot. It's spotted where it is in the rack. And always white face up, so there's no advantage or disadvantage. It's just a plain blue circle they get to aim at.
Oh, and we go on. We go on. We go on. The ball gets backed up.
Oh, look, he's fluked it in the side, but it won't count. No, it doesn't count, Alex. It doesn't count.
He knows it. He was just laughing. That's just to relieve some tension.
Joking with Michaela.
Sure.
Does it count? No.
Relieving some tension there.
Now you see Michaela explaining very succinctly there. That's the area he's allowed to shoot in. 1 diamond across and the last diamond back. That's a snake, isn't it? Diamond back.
Mm-hmm. We have those in Arizona.
Yeah, I bet you do.
I have a picture of one in my garage. He's missed the first one.
Yeah,
again, Alex is faced with an opportunity to win the match. Well, one shot.
Played it a bit hurriedly, that one, I thought. Now then, as you say, it could be Vive la France. Or Vive la France. Viva is Spanish, isn't it? Vive la France.
No, Vive la France.
This shootout really is becoming a very, very popular part of the game with fans.
There's your winner.
In it goes. We'll be back. Well, I won't be. George will in just a few minutes with Jason Shaw. See you soon.